Um, okay, so the way we started our collaboration was...
Alright, so I'll start off talking about the collaboration that I've been doing with Sandy Millen, Angie Manafavas and myself, Joel Church.
Because we didn't really have a solid idea of something that we wanted to work towards together, we just knew that we wanted to work together. And after sort of brainstorming and not really getting anywhere and just a whole lot of talking, I decided I'd just hand over an image that I had already to Joel and decided that he could respond to that image in any way he wanted.
Vision, but kind of like loose, like as you know, like I do sound, she does vision. Sandy also does a lot of stuff that I've worked with him in the past. Do have a picture of something that she would give to me, known as the dead corpse idea, I think is what I remember, and it was up to me what I wanted to do. So the picture had blue tack men on it,
and then with the piece that he makes, he would pass it on to Sandy and then he could respond to that, and then hopefully at the end of that process we were hoping to sort of get an idea out of that process.
And then I converted it to MP3 and sent it to Sandy via the internet.
I suppose you can maybe explain the rest of it. Cool. Yeah, so and then Joel sent me over, well, he sent us over an Ableton Live session and said, you know, muck around with it, see what you can come up with,
and because I was being impatient, I started working on some sort of moving image stuff to Joel's sound with Britney Spears, blue tack things and all sorts of... So we did that, and
then he got it,
yeah,
and kind of done some kind of mashup, because he hadn't seen the original photo, but he had heard about it. He just doesn't sound anything like 50 Cent at all. So
then we got Sandy's response back, and that just sort of blew everything up, because he did something completely unexpected. For me anyway, I wasn't expecting him to just really deconstruct everything so much.
I put a bit of a 50 Cent, put a bit of a 50 Cent a cappella over it, so that it just changed it up a bit. So it changed it up a whole lot and cut it up. And I kind of had some visuals in my head as I was doing this, but nothing kind of concrete. Yeah, that's probably enough of that.
So after we got that, it was sort of the moment where we all sort of hit a brick wall and didn't know where to go.
And didn't know where to go from there, because
and so it took a couple of weeks.
It was out there, but it was
of just sort of trying to think of, okay, so what are we going to do now?
I guess it could have almost seemed complete like that.
Or do
so after a bit of
bring us all
brainstorming
together to all
and
collectively
so on and so
collaborate
forth, we
towards one common goal.
We all kind of thought that maybe we could do something with morphing, where Angie has been working on some pieces that have had one screen kind of mirror image of the same person on both sides, and kind of morph them so they end up being looking not like humans but kind of like skin balls that kind of fluctuate. And I thought we could do something with that, with the sound as well, like do something that was distorted and you...
What it ended up coming down to was just stripping everything away, and it was almost going to end up being a piece of work of just a blob with some sound or something, which doesn't sound very interesting. By chance, Joel and I went down to Acme, a Jean-Luc Godard interview, and...
Seemed like a good idea, but when I say random, organised chaos. Cut!
Is that it?
Yeah.
And then this idea came about kind of a video about how the collaboration happened. So yeah, that's kind of where I step out, and I guess Angie jumps back in and continues with the collaboration. Thanks for listening to us. Cheers.